I just want to start this live off with saying to all the people who asked me to pray for them. I know I said I was gonna pray at the end of the live. I honestly forgot, but I made sure I added y'all in my prayer last night. So yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that I appreciate y'all once again, though. That's all I love. I appreciate everybody who tap in, show me love. Live version, video version, whatever. I appreciate you. Peace and blessings. Okay, what's good? What's good? Hopefully all is well. Peace and blessings. I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you're doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High. And even if you haven't, hopefully you're still out here doing right. Doing right by people. You know. But I would recommend though that you, if you haven't already, get right with Christ, man. Because like I say, y'all, it's a lot coming. It's a lot coming to America specifically. And to all of the world, but you know, it's a lot. It's a lot coming. I'm good. I'm chilling. I woke up today. Yeah. I woke up today. I'm good. I'm blessed. You know. How about you? Let me know. How about you? Hopefully all is well. That's what's up. That's what's up. Like I say, man, no matter what you're going through right now, it could always be worse. Definitely, if you feel like you're going through a situation right now that's it's just nothing good is going your way or coming your way. Always understand it could always be worse, and it's all part of the plan to see who you gonna lean on. In these times of trials and tribulations, you're gonna lean on your own understanding, which is man or God, Christ. You know. But like I say, man, I hope all is well though, man. Hopefully y'all taking care of y'all body, doing what y'all gotta do to get right. Wait, what? I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Hopefully all is well, man. Peace and blessings to you. I appreciate you for tapping in, showing some love. Jack, I appreciate you for tapping in, showing some love. Hopefully all is well to everybody tuning in right now. Hopefully y'all doing what y'all gotta do to get right with the Most High before it's too late. And once again, even if y'all haven't, I hope y'all still out here doing right by people, because you will reap what you sow at the end of the day. You know. I appreciate that love, Jack. Outdoor boy, what's that word? What's that word? Let me know something. Hopefully all is well, y'all. Hopefully y'all once again doing what y'all gotta do to get right with the Most High, man. How y'all day going though? Let me know how y'all day going. Hopefully y'all is well once again. I appreciate that love, Jack. I appreciate that love, man. Hopefully all is well. I appreciate the love. Hopefully all the love you just showed me, come back to you tenfold. You know, for sure, for sure. Same to you. Same to you. Vice versa, man. Vice versa, Jack. For sure. Let me know something though, y'all. Let me know how y'all been. What's going on? Let me know. Hopefully all is well, man. That's what's up, Gorilla. That's what's up. I can't even see that. What they say? Oh, you said Palms 23 verse 6. For sure. Amen. For sure. I appreciate all y'all up in here, man. Hopefully y'all is well, man. Hopefully y'all is well. Once again, hopefully y'all doing what y'all gotta do to get right with the Most High. And preparing yourself for what's to come. You know. Because once again, y'all, it's a lot coming to this world that a lot of people not really ready for. You know. God is Jesus in the flesh. God don't love everybody. God don't love wicked. God don't love who out here doing wicked. Gorilla. So he don't love everybody. You know, but I feel you trying to make people feel good, but he don't love everybody. He don't love wicked. He don't like ugly. You know, he don't like no good. You know, Kelly, I appreciate you for tapping in. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully y'all doing what y'all gotta do to get right with the Most High. And even if y'all haven't, hopefully y'all up in here, y'all out here still doing right by people, regardless if they doing right by you. For sure. But like I say, God don't love everybody. God don't like ugly. God don't like wicked. God don't like murder. God don't like adultery. God don't like a lot of things that this world is promoting. So yeah, like I say, he don't love everybody. And if you knew God, you know that in a real way, respectfully. Hopefully all is well though to everybody up in here, man. Hopefully all is well. Once again, hopefully y'all doing what y'all gotta do to get right. Preparing yourself for what's to come. No, for sure. I agree. I agree. I agree, Gorilla, for sure. Cause like I say, God don't love everybody. He don't love the wicked. He don't love who don't love him at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Let me put it like that. God don't love who don't love him. So, you know. For sure. I appreciate that love, Fear. I appreciate that love for sure. I appreciate that love, Jonathan. I appreciate that love, Jordan. Hopefully y'all as well, man. Hopefully y'all doing what y'all gotta do to get right with Christ, you know. Let me know something though, y'all. How y'all day going? To the people who haven't answered the question, or if you knew how your day going, hopefully y'all as well. That's what's up. That's what's up. My day going good, man. I woke up today. You know, a lot of people ain't get to wake up today. That's why I always say, man, if you're going through something right now, you know, trials and tribulations in your life, and you feel like things just ain't going right, left and right. Hey, man, I always know it could always be worse, and then at the same time, always understand it's always a test. You know, it's always a test to see who you gonna lean on. You gonna lean on your own understanding, you know, which is man, or you gonna lean on Christ in these times of trials and tribulations in your life. You know, it's all just a test. Even though God know what you gonna choose before you choose it. You know, Bubba, I appreciate you for tapping back in, man. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well, man. Peace and blessings to you, man. Hopefully you doing what you gotta do to, get right with Christ if you haven't already. And once again, even if you haven't, hopefully you're still out here just doing right by people, even if they're not doing right by you, loving them, even if they ain't loving you. And I don't mean you got to give them, and I don't mean you got to give them hugs and kisses every day, but, love them from a distance, love them from a distance. Nah, for sure, Jonathan. That's for sure. That's why I say everybody need to just be grateful for how they living right now. Cause at the end of the day, what you're going through, you just reaping what you sowed at the end of the day, It's all part of your plan. It's all part of my plan. Everything we all doing right now is exactly what we're supposed to be doing, whether we want to believe it or not. You know, it's all part of the plan leading to a bigger picture that's to come. You know, Anybody in the chat do a good deed today? I'm 21. I'm 21. That's what's up, Kay. Let me know what you do. Let me know. I ain't gonna lie, I haven't did a good deed today, but I'm gonna do a good deed. When I get off live, I'm gonna do some dishes or something. Look, cause once again, y'all, it's not about it's not about you know you know doing something over big for somebody, but the little things matter too. The little things matter too. That's what's up, Kay. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. No, for sure, Jonathan, for sure. Mikey, I appreciate you for tapping back in, man. Hopefully all is well, man. Hopefully you're doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High. And once again, even if you haven't already, hopefully you're still out here doing right by people. Nah, yeah, it hit different, Jonathan. It hit different, but it's all part of the plan for a bigger picture that's to come. So it's all good. Like I say, y'all, little do we all know we're all vessels being used, to we're all a big sacrifice, y'all. Once again, we're all just a big sacrifice. We're all being used knowingly and unknowingly by Satan or Christ, you know. But I'm pretty sure people know who they living for, whether they want to admit it or not. But it's all part of the plan. Literally everything everybody's doing is leading to something that's leading to a leading to something in the Bible to prophesy and manifest it in this reality, you know. Like literally everything. Power, I appreciate that love, man. I appreciate that love. I definitely do. Hopefully all is well. Peace and blessings to you. Like I say, man, hopefully you gave your life to Christ. And even if you haven't already, hopefully you still, out here doing right by people, even if they're not doing right by you, and much more, even if they ain't doing it for you. People think it's our life to live, but every day we got to chase our Lord, because one day it might be too late once death comes. Y'all have no hope, so do it now. No, for sure. For sure. But like I say, you gotta but if you understand, like I understand power, you understand not everybody's meant to be saved. And it's very unfortunate, but when you understand that, it's all written in stone already on how everybody's life is going right now and how they're going to go in the near future, you understand that it's all written in stone. It's already written in stone. And we can always tell ourselves we have a choice, but at the end of the day, we don't really have a choice. The choice has already been made. It's just a comfort thing. When you don't want to believe that you're really not in control, it's just a comfort thing telling yourself you have a choice, but you don't. You don't. It's already written in stone. But like I say, man, that's why I say I'm just glad that I'm here doing what I'm doing, and I was chose to do what I'm doing, and I was chose to give my life to Christ. You know. For sure, Mikey. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Shout out Denmark. Shout out Denmark. For sure. I appreciate you for tapping in though. Peace and blessings to everybody up in here right now. Like I say, man, I hope everybody just understanding what kind of world we living in once again. Very demonic world, and it's only getting worse. For sure. I appreciate that love, power. I appreciate that love for sure. For sure. Who all in the chat worked out today? Let me know. Who all up in here worked out? Even if it was just 10 push-ups, who all worked out? Let me know who all up in here worked out today. Let me know. Did you work out today? Anybody up in the chat? Did y'all work out today? Did y'all have y'all been taking care of y'all body? Oh man, there ain't nobody up in here that be taking care of their body, man. Y'all don't be working out in the chat, man. Ain't nothing wrong with a little 10 push-ups, man. A little 5 sit-ups, you know what I'm saying? Gavin, what's that word, man? I appreciate you for tapping back in. That's Gavin, right? Your name Gavin, right? And if it is, see, I remember you, bro. I remember, you know what I'm saying? We locked in, man. I'm telling you, man. We locked in, man. You know, for sure. For sure. We locked in, man. I appreciate you for tapping in once again and showing me some love in the comments. Because once again, nobody has to come here and show me love, but y'all choose to. So I'm very grateful. And like I say, man, peace and blessings to everybody. I hope if you haven't already, you know what I'm saying, you're getting right with Christ. And even if you haven't, still be out here doing right by people because you will reap what you sow at the end of the day. So once again, man, hopefully you're just out here doing right, man. But just cause you doing right, once again, out here still doing right by people, and y'all still helping people and doing right by people, even if they not doing right by you, that's still not getting you into heaven. You still got to do what you got to do to get right with Christ, you know. But it's always a good thing though that you still be out here doing right by people though. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie, I appreciate you for tapping in. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well, man. Peace and blessings to everybody in here right now. Once again, if y'all ain't hear me before, hopefully y'all getting right with Christ. And even if you haven't, hopefully you doing what you got to do to still be out here doing right by people, even if they're not doing right by you. Because once again, everybody going to reap what they sow, and everybody is reaping what they sowed at the end of the day. So just, be out here choosing right over wrong. At the end of the day, man. Regardless if you have or haven't gave your life to Christ, but I would recommend you give your life to Christ. If you definitely if you know he been trying to get your attention to give your life to him, so you can walk in your true purpose and really, live the life that you're really supposed to be living. And not the life that you want to live. And not even you, but your flesh. You know. Let me know something though for anybody that's new that just done join randomly or recently. Excuse me. Um, Let me know how y'all day going. Let me know. Hopefully all is well. Yep. 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 Where you from? Where you from again, Gavin? Where you from? Tennessee. Right, Tennessee. For sure. For sure. You still in school? You still in school, Gavin? I know I see you with a car in your profile picture. Yup, 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 yup. And you said, yeah, still in school for sure, for sure. That's what's up, man. Hopefully you doing what you gotta do to get them good grades, man. And if you ain't getting them good grades, man, that don't even matter because school don't really mean nothing. School not teaching you what you really need to know, you know, about real life. It's all good, man. It's all good. My grades was not good. If you want me to be honest, I was in ed classes. I was in ed classes, but I never liked school though. I never really liked school though. And it's not that I wasn't smart or anything like that. It just I just wasn't really interested in school. That wasn't really something I was really interested in. But when it came to playing sports, of course I had to do what I had to do to get my grades up to be able to play football and things like that. But you know, school ain't really about nothing for real, man. School ain't really teaching you what you need to know about real life. School really watering down and dumbing you down to living like a servant to the Matrix. So yeah, man, don't ever feel bad about not getting good grades in school, man. Cause once again, I was not getting good grades in school, man. I was out here. I was once again living for Satan. And I ain't gonna say like living for Satan is like you getting bad grades. Well, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. But yeah, man, I appreciate that love, Mikey. I appreciate that love, man. But yeah, man, don't ever feel bad though about not getting good grades in school, cause really school not really about nothing. You know, school really ain't about nothing. But enjoy it though. While you still up in school, enjoy your time in school though. Enjoy your, the so-called friends. Enjoy them. Enjoy them, cause once you graduate, everybody go their separate ways, and that's when life truly begins. So enjoy the people who you're around while you can, cause tomorrow is not promised to none of us. Once again. Let me know something, Mikey. What you got going on, man? Let me know something. You said every day after school you work 2 hours. On the weekends I work 7 hours. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, Mikey. I appreciate that, man. You funny. That's love, though, Mikey. That's love. You just chilling at work. You tapping in from while you at work. That's love, bro. That's love, bro, for sure. I appreciate that love. I definitely do. Even though once again I'm not here doing nothing. I'm just chilling. Just once again trying to spread positivity and point people towards Christ and give people good advice on just doing better and things of that nature. I appreciate you once again, man. What you do for work though, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I know you making some good bread. Drive oil, drive an oil truck. Yeah, I know you. Yeah, bringing in that bag for sure. But don't let that job and that money deceive you from what you really need to be doing and really focusing on, which is your relationship with Christ, if you haven't already, you know, and if you ain't already. But even if you ain't, make sure you still out here doing right by people and, doing what you got to do for sure. But it's all good. Like you say, you got to take care of the family. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Everybody's story is different, man. Do what you got to do. You said you work a warehouse and for sure. Alina. Hopefully I'm saying all right. Alina, what's up? I appreciate you for tapping in. Hopefully all is well. I appreciate the love in the comments. And Action House, what's that? Yeah, God willingly, yeah, every day this month. Like I said, if I miss a day, then that's just how it was supposed to be. But an auction. You said an auction house for sure. But yeah, like I was saying though, yeah, God willing, I'm here every day. The rest of the month. like I said, if I miss a day, that's just how it's supposed to be. I'm not really gonna be pressed if I do end up missing a day, but like I say, if I can be on here, for the rest of the month every day, I will be. But even if I don't, I'm not really too much of tripping off of it. You know, because once again, y'all, I'm not doing what I'm doing for likes or comments or views or subs and things like that. I'm doing it because this is what I love to do. I love to get on here, spread positivity, and point people towards Christ and give people good advice on doing right, and choosing right from wrong. If they ain't already. But like I say, I know me doing what I'm doing. Of course, I'm gonna have people on here showing me love, hitting that like button, subscribing, and all those things, and I'm very grateful. But once again, that's not what I'm here for. Cause once again, y'all, I'm good. I'm taken care of. God take care of me daily. Daily. I'm good. That's why I say when people come in here saying, "Oh, I wish I could donate." No, 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 no. You take that money and you go give it to you go to the dollar store, whatever you was gonna give me, or go just give it to the homeless just in general. The homeless need it more than I do. So that's why I say, man, I'm just here doing what I love, you know. And I for sure, Gavin, for sure. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. For sure. But like I say though, when people do hit that like button and show me love in the comments like y'all doing and things of that nature, it definitely makes me feel good. It definitely makes me feel good. It makes me want to once again keep getting on here every day and doing it, and because I'm seeing the growth, but because I'm seeing the love, and I like showing love, and I like receiving love. You know what I'm saying? I love love. I love life. I love living. You feel me? So I just love. I'm just here doing what I'm supposed to be doing. At the end of the day. And I'm not saying this specifically is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life, but I know God got bigger plans for me. This is just where He wants me right now. You know, Isaiah, I appreciate you. Appreciate you for tapping in with y'all as well. I appreciate that love, Mikey, for sure, bro. For sure. If you don't, get to join the live, you know, um, before I end it again, before I end it, well, join the live again before I end it. Excuse me. I don't know why I can't get my words out. Hopefully, I see you in the next one, bro. But like I say, peace and blessings, man. I appreciate you for tapping in. Lily, what's up? I appreciate you for tapping in. Hopefully, all is well. Hopefully, you're doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High. No, I think he was up in here yesterday. He was up in here yesterday. I remember you for sure. Let me know something, Lily. How your day going? Hopefully, all is well. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Kaden, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. I appreciate the love. Hopefully, all is well. Hopefully, you're doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High Christ Jesus Christ, before it's too late. And even if you haven't, hopefully you're still out here doing right by people, even if they're not doing right by you. But I would recommend, though, you give your life to Christ today if you haven't already, And even if you don't, I'm not knocking nobody for not, not giving your life to Christ or anything like that. But, I would recommend you do. You say your pops in the hospital. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, bro. Hopefully all is well, man. But understand this though. Everything that's going on right now, it's all part of the plan. It's all part of the plan. The good and the bad. It's all part of the plan that's leading to a bigger picture in your life. You just gotta understand that and always choose right over wrong in every good or bad situation. You said, Lily, you said you was trying to find me. Hey, you here? You found me. I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Or was you talking to me, or you talking about something else? But no, Kaden, that's very unfortunate though. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But trust me, once again, everything happens for a real reason. I'm talking about everything from the steps you take to the spit you spit on the floor. Everything happens for a real reason. I'm telling y'all. Where that's at? What state that's in? Liverpool Hospital. What state that's in? Where you from, Kaden? Australia. Shout out to Australia, man. Hopefully I get to travel there one day. God willing. God willingly. I appreciate that love, y'all. I appreciate that love for sure. Hey man, Kaden, hey. I would recommend you not be a fan of nobody but Christ. Because these idols not gonna save you when these bombs and these the famine come to this world, and when these once again when these nuclear bombs get to going off and war break out, them hey man, them idols, them celebrities y'all be you know fanned out about or whatever the case may be, they're not gonna save you. They gonna be nowhere to be found. They gonna be somewhere chilling, and you gonna be somewhere doing what you gotta do if they ain't dead yet. Which I ain't even gonna say all that because I don't wish bad on nobody. But if you understand, you understand, man. Like, don't be out here, you know, looking up to these celebrities. None of that. Don't even look up to me if you feel like I'm doing something for you, because it's not me. It's all God. But like I said, when it comes to these celebrities and all these other people, man, y'all better stop looking up to them. Y'all better start looking up to Christ. Cause like I say, when these bombs and stuff get to going off, these nuclear bombs, and I'm talking about one bomb that's gonna clear out half of known the man, boy, y'all gonna be what? Y'all gonna be. That's when people really gonna be looking for Christ. God, please save me, help me. Nah, he what? And I hope people can be saved in those times, but like I say, man, it's gonna be too late for a lot of people. A lot of people wasting time, man. E-money, nah, for sure. Praise God and nobody else. I'm telling you, cause when it hit the fan, it's going down. It's going down. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all, it's going down, and a lot of people not ready. I appreciate that love, Lily. Jack, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Hopefully y'all as well. Nah, for sure. I'm telling y'all, he coming back for sure. Jesus is definitely coming back. We don't know the hour or the date, but he definitely coming back. But before he comes back, he has to let the Bible manifest and prophesy in this world, and come to reality in this world. So we definitely gonna have to go through a lot before he comes back. But yeah, he's definitely coming back. And a lot of people playing games for sure. But that's why I say, if anybody up in here, if you know Christ been trying to get your attention to give your life to Christ, give your life to Christ. Cause it's a lot of people already destined for hell, and that's why I say y'all gotta really understand. And when you understand this, what I'm about to say, you. Well, let me say it. When you understand already, you understand. But let me tell y'all this, man. A lot of people are already destined for hell. It's already written in a book to go to hell. It's already written in a story to go to hell. And only few are gonna make it through that gate of heaven. But most of the population of this world is going straight to hell. So like I said, if y'all know God been calling your name, trying to give and trying to get y'all attention to give your life to him, you better give your life to him. You better give your life to him. Cause like I say, everything is really already destiny already. It's already written in stone for everybody's story of where they're going already. Regardless, once again, if you feel like you got a choice or not, you don't have a choice. Like I say, you could tell people gonna tell themselves they have a choice because they don't want to believe that it's already destiny. It's already destiny. Even the choices that they feel like they make, and they not making no choices. It's already destiny. It's already written in stone. So it's like, you know, a lot of people not really ready, man. A lot of people not ready, and once again, a lot of people are destined for hell. It's in their book already. It's in their story already. You know, young girl, I appreciate you for tapping in. I appreciate you, Lily. I appreciate you. Hopefully, all is well. No, for sure, for sure. That's why I say y'all, when y'all understand how this world work, and the world we living in just in general, nobody's in control of nothing. Nobody's in control of nothing. God is letting the good and the bad happen. God is allowing the good and the bad to happen. God is allowing Satan to feel like he's doing something when in reality it's all God. It's all God, y'all. In my bio, my favorite verse is in my bio. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. Seek first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and everything shall be added into you. Hopefully, I think I said that right. Hopefully, I said that right. But yeah, man, like I say, man, if y'all know, once again, if Christ been trying to get y'all attention, in many ways to give your life to him and, stop doing the things you're doing, stop doing them. Because once again, it's a lot of people that done did so much, they feel like there ain't no going back. And there really ain't no going back because it's all destiny once again. So that's why I say, man, y'all better be to the people who have been saved and, have already gave their life to Christ. We just got to be very grateful because, a lot of people, once again, is already destined for hell. It's already written in stone, so. But like I'm gonna say now too though, even if you haven't gave your life to Christ yet, hopefully it is in your destiny to do so, before it get how it's gonna get. And I'm not saying it's gonna get crazy this year or the next year, but at the end of the day, you just gotta stay ready. You gotta stay ready because we don't know when what is gonna happen. So, you know, um, what would you recommend on how to spread Jesus Christ's word? You gotta study the word. You gotta first of all, you gotta give your life to Christ. You gotta truly give your life to Christ so you can truly start to understand His word and how He works. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, me just being here doing what I'm doing, I'm not gonna say that this is what I'm just gonna be here forever doing, doing it how I'm doing it. This way how I'm doing it. But like I say, you gotta first of all truly give your life to Christ. So you can so he can really start to show you and give you discernment on how to read through the lines of scriptures and things like that. Like I say, y'all, I'm not all the way, know it all, but I understand the things I need to understand on how he works for sure. But like I say, everybody's journey is different though. Everybody's journey is different. Like it might take me another year to really get right with the scriptures, and really be able to speak scriptures through what I'm saying to back up the things that I'm saying. But at the end of the day, when you truly understand, Once again, the world we living in, whether you have or have not gave your life to Christ, you understand what I'm saying is the truth. It's the truth. A lot of people don't want to hear the truth. For sure. For sure. But one thing about it though, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with praying for people, but some people need prayer. Some people need to seek Christ on their own. And once again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with prayer, but most people need to seek Christ on their own. They always trying to, seek Christ through another person. So that's why I say, man, most people truly need to seek Christ on their own. If they really want to be saved, if they really want to understand how He works in the world we really living in, you know. But like I say, y'all, I'm not saying like how I'm doing what I'm doing right now is gonna be the way that I'm gonna be doing it forever. Because I know for a fact that, well, I ain't gonna say I know for a fact, but God willingly, it's in my destiny to, start once again adding scriptures behind what I'm saying. To be able, well, first of all, to be able to remember these scriptures that I'm reading on and to apply them to the things that I be saying. So I can have backup to what I be saying. But once again, when you understand the things that I be saying is true though, whether you want to believe it or not though. Even without me having scriptures to back up what I'm saying or speaking on them, should I say? Scriptures, Bible verses, however you want to put it. You know. Who all up in here prayed today? Let me know. Who all up in here prayed today? The real one, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Hopefully all is well, man. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you're doing what you gotta do to get right with the most high before it's too late. Kaden, I appreciate that love, man. I appreciate that love, man. I appreciate that love. Like I say, man, I'm just here, trying my best to spread positivity to whoever want it, and give good advice on doing better. Which a lot of stuff is really like self-explanatory. You know better. If you know better, do better. But once again, I'm just here trying to, you know, point people towards Christ, and recommend people to start doing better if they haven't already. Even if they haven't gave their life to Christ, should still be out here doing better, and doing right by people, even if they're not doing right by you, loving people even if they ain't loving you, and much more, even if they ain't doing it for you, still be out here just doing right by people, man. Always choosing righteousness over wickedness, regardless if you have or haven't gave your life to Christ yet. But once again, I would recommend y'all to give your life to Christ though, because a lot of things, even though y'all out here doing good things for people and good deeds, that's none of that really matters if you ain't really gave your life to Christ, respectfully. Darren, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. Hopefully all is well. I appreciate you for tapping in and showing some love in the comments. Hopefully you're doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High before it's too late. And even if you haven't already, hopefully still out here just doing right by people. Even if they ain't doing right by you. Peace and blessings to you, though, bro. I appreciate you for tapping in. Yeah, I got Cash App, but you ain't got to look though. Look though, don't. You ain't got to Cash App me nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go whatever you gonna give me, go give it to the homeless. I'm taken care of, y'all. I'm taken care of. So if you was truly about to, bless me, go give it to the homeless. Wesley, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. I appreciate you for tapping in. But yeah, like I said, yeah, I got Cash App though. I got Cash App, man. I don't know why. I don't know. I feel like it's just not right to take money from people though. Definitely when I know I'm good. My God take care of me, and I understand that God gonna use certain vessels, human beings to bless me. But I don't know why. I don't feel right taking money from nobody. I don't feel right. You know. You know. Because once again, I truly understand that there's people out here that need whatever you're gonna give me. Somebody out here need it way more than I do. So like I said, I don't know why, but I just don't feel right taking money from nobody though. But I appreciate the love, though. I appreciate the love. I got you, man. I got you, Darren. I'm gonna make sure I add you in a prayer before I lay my head down tonight, for sure. For sure. For sure. I got you. I got you. I'm gonna make sure I add you in that prayer, Darren. Huggins, Darren Huggins, for sure. Where you from, Darren? Let me know. Ben, what's up? Ben, what's up, man? I'm good, man. I'm chilling. I woke up today. You know, a lot of people ain't get to wake up today. You know, but we did. You know, us as who we are right now, we did. You know, so we should be very grateful for everything that we're going through, the good and the bad, because just always remember, it's all part of the plan, and it's all just a test to see who you gonna lean on in these times of trials and tribulations, and you know, things of that nature. And what I mean by that, you either gonna God just seeing if you gonna lean on Him, you know, put your trust in Him in these times of trials and tribulations, or you gonna put your trust in man, which is your own understanding. Like I say, I got you in the prayer when I before I lay my head down. But look, all I'm gonna say is, bro, you gotta seek prayer yourself. You gotta seek Christ yourself, man. You can't be out here depending on other people to pray for you, man. You know, and I'm saying that with the utmost respect, man. You gotta seek Christ yourself, man. Don't be dependent on other people to pray for you, bro. You know. But like I say, I got you. I'm gonna make sure I add you in the prayer before I lay down. Hey, look, Ben. Ben, look, whatever money you was gonna send, or if you feel like you should send some money, go send that money straight to the homeless. You know, whatever money you gonna give, go give it to the homeless. Yeah, I'm good, Mikey. I'm good. Why you say that? But you know what? I got you real quick. I got you with a nice little. Ooh, 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 ooh. Almost just. Ooh. Head looking kind of rough. I ain't gonna front to you. Mm, I don't know where he went, man. Hopefully all is well with that man, though. You know, hopefully all is well. Ben, did you pray today? Let me know. Did you pray today? Have you did a good deed for anybody today? I'm just asking. You know, I'm just asking the question. You know, gave your brother some money. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Let me know, Ben. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know something. Avanti, Avanti. Am I saying that right? Did I say it right the first time? Avanti. For sure. Kaylee, I appreciate you for tapping in. I appreciate you for tapping in. Hopefully all is well, man. Hopefully all is well. Hopefully you're doing what you gotta do to get right with the most high. You know. And even if you haven't already, hopefully you're still out here just doing right by people. You know. Shout out Avanti. Shout out Avanti and Jonathan, man. No cap, man. Shout out to your brothers, man. Ben, you say your brother named David. My bad, Ben. I ain't even see that. My fault. Shout out David. Shout out David, man. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them boys, man. Nah, yeah, I remember you for sure, Kaylee. I remember you for sure. Shout out to you, Kaylee, too. Shout out to Kaylee, man. I appreciate you for tapping back in, man. I appreciate you, Mikey. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all, to everybody that be tapping in here and really be up in here just chilling with me and like really, genuinely up in here, showing me love and stuff like that, which I believe everybody that come up in here is genuinely showing me love. But to the people that y'all that really just be up in here just chilling with me, bro, I'm very grateful, man. I'm very grateful, y'all, for real. Cause like I say, y'all don't have to do what y'all doing. Y'all don't have to waste y'all time on me. But y'all giving me the time of the day to just sit here and just, even if I ain't saying nothing, y'all still up in here just watching me, and I appreciate it. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful because, like I say, don't none of y'all gotta do none of this, and y'all choosing to. You know, even though, like I say, we not really choosing to do nothing. This is just divine fate. But at the same time, once again, either way, I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful, y'all. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. Cause like I say, man, y'all don't have to, but this is just how it's supposed to be, though. Whether people want to believe it or not, but once you truly understand, you understand. You know. My day was good. My day was good, man. I just been chilling, man. Before I hopped on live, I was just chilling, listening to Stephen Darby, Pastor Stephen Darby. I was listening to a little reading before I got up. Not a reading, but a good word before I got up on here. Just be chilling, man. You know, like I say, man. Before I be chilling, man, on and off live, man. Y'all I be chilling. I be just seeking Christ, and even when I ain't seeking Christ, I'm still just chilling, you know. Um, Shout out to Avanti and Jonathan, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Avanti and Jonathan, man. I don't know if Mikey y'all big bro, but if he is, man, y'all better salute y'all big bro, man. Salute y'all big bro. You know, because a lot of people don't got big brothers to look up to, So if you believe that your big brother is a good role model to you, be grateful for your big brother, because a lot of people don't got big brothers they can look up to, you know. And that's real though, for real, that's real. And I ain't throwing no shade on nobody. But like I say, man, that's real though, man. If y'all got people that y'all continually look up to, even though y'all really shouldn't be looking up to nobody other than Christ, but y'all get what I'm saying though, if you do got somebody that you can look up to, be grateful for that, Definitely if they truly point you in the right direction, whether they is telling you to get right with Christ or not, if they still point you in the right direction to still be out here doing better, and to, once again out here doing better and doing right by people and all those high vibrational things of nature, be grateful for them, be grateful for them, because there's not a lot of good role models out here nowadays, in a real way, for real. Ben, I appreciate you for tapping in. Mikey, I hope so, man. I hope so, man. Like I say, y'all, I'm just here, just once again trying to spread positivity. I ain't trying, I am. Just spreading positivity, and once again, just advising people to do better if they haven't already. Always choose righteousness over wickedness, right over wrong, and to give your life to Christ if you haven't already. And even if you haven't gave your life to Christ, still be out here doing right by people, you know. Because it's a lot of people that be out here doing wrong by people that they don't even know from a bucket of paint, but they going off of what they hearing from they going off of what the next person saying about them. So they choosing to be out here following the leader, when you could really be following Christ and doing right. But a lot of people just destined for what they destined for, and I understand that, you know, because it ain't me. So you know, you tap in when you can. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Mikey, for sure. Ben, I appreciate you too, man, for sure. I appreciate you too. Like I said, I appreciate everybody up in here, man, because once again, I just be up in here chilling, man. I don't be having too much going on. And once again, I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is just what I'm gonna be doing, how I'm doing it for the rest of my life, you know. But, for now, like I said, this is just where God got me, and this is just what I'm doing right now. But trust me though, y'all gonna be right with me wherever I go though. Even in my next chapter, y'all gonna be right with me. So, like I say, man, y'all just stay tuned. And yeah, we gonna see where the journey goes, man. We gonna see where the journey goes, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And then, like I'm always say, y'all, like I'm always say, if y'all truly know Christ been trying to get y'all attention and give y'all life to him and things of that nature, but y'all feel like the people around y'all gonna start looking at y'all different, or and they're gonna start to talk about you and all these things to make sure you better cut them off right now because once again, they might just be doing it already. And at this point, it ain't even no might because they are at this point. If they'll talk about you for trying to change your life for the better, then they'll talk about you why you doing what you're doing now. So, y'all better take heed and understand who y'all dealing with as friends and family and all these things of nature. You know, don't put nothing past nobody, not even your own mama, not even your own daddy. Don't put nothing past nobody. You know, same people saying they love you and they do this and that for you be the same people that be wishing on your downfall. In a real way. You know, I appreciate that, Kaylee. I appreciate that. Like I say, man, I just be chilling, man. But I'm very grateful for y'all that come up here and tap in and show me love, cause y'all ain't have to, but y'all doing what y'all do. So very grateful. Holden, am I saying that right? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Holden, what's up, man? What's good, man? What's good, man? Hopefully all is well, man. Hopefully you doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High. You know, and all those beautiful things of nature. And even if you haven't, once again, hopefully you're just out here just doing right by people still. But I would recommend though that you give your life to Christ if you haven't already. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that love though, Holden. I appreciate that love though for sure. If you knew, I'm just here chilling. Just trying to point people towards Christ and point people towards just doing right overall in general. Even if you haven't gave your life to Christ. Because at the end of the day, once again, y'all, we all reaping what we sowed at the end of the day. We all will reap what we sowed at the end of the day. We all gonna pay what we owe, whether it's mentally, physically, or spiritually. So, you just gotta understand how the kind of world we living in. Once again, and don't be a follower out here. Y'all be a leader. Y'all want to be leaders. Definitely, if y'all got baby sisters and little sisters and things like that, and children, y'all want to be leaders for these kids, for this generation coming up after us. Cause, like I say, y'all, it's gonna get real. It's gonna get real, real. And a lot of people, pointing their kids and things of that nature in the wrong direction, deceiving their kids. Making them think that what they doing is okay. When in reality, and I understand their kids. But at the time, you got parents out here still letting their kids do whatever they want to do when they know the consequences that come from the actions that their kids are making. They letting their kids still do them. But like I say, if it ain't you, then just be grateful that it ain't you. Myra, what's up? What's up? Hopefully y'all as well. I appreciate you for tapping in, showing some love. You know, hopefully y'all as well, man. Hopefully you doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High before it's too late. Tomorrow is not promised to none of us, and even if you haven't, hopefully you still out here just doing right by people. Even if they ain't doing right by you, because at the end of the day, we all will reap what we sowed. So, you know. But I would recommend if you haven't already give your life to Christ. But even if you don't, that's okay with me. I'm not looking at nobody no different. Nah, nah. I know who I'm living for, so my death, my, it's all good this way. You know. How about you? Is you afraid? I feel like the only people that truly should be afraid of death is the people who don't know who they truly living for. You know, but at the end of the day, death is always a good thing. You know. If you still in here though, why you say that though? Let me know why you say that. Kathleen, I appreciate you for tapping in. I appreciate you for showing some love in the comments. Hopefully all is well. Peace and blessings to you. Hopefully you're doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High before it's too late. And even if you haven't yet, hopefully it's meant to be in your destiny. But for now, if you haven't, hopefully you're still out here doing right by people, even if they're not doing right by you, because we all will reap what we sowed at the end of the day. Ben, let me know how many. I don't know why. I don't. Hey y'all, I don't know. I think somebody. I don't know. YouTube. I don't know. Moving kind of strange. What's up though, Ben? What's up, bro? Talking about it's me. Nah, it might be. Hey, I don't know. You might be one of them ones. If you know, you know. Dude, six. What's up, bro? What's up? Hopefully all is well, man. I appreciate you for tapping in, showing some love. You know, hopefully you're doing what you got to do to get right with the Most High before it's too late. And even if you haven't, hopefully you're still out here doing right by people. You know. I appreciate that love, six. Appreciate that love, six for sure. Derek, I appreciate you for tapping in, bro. Hopefully all is well, man. You said how long I've been streaming? Since it started this month. Since it started this month. Yep, since it started this month, man. Trying to go every day. You know, we're trying to stream every day, should I say? What's up, Kaylee? What's up? I appreciate y'all for tapping back in, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping back in. You said the girl that said, no, I don't know why she asked that. I don't know why she asked that. Yeah, I don't know. You think that was a rude question, asking somebody if they afraid of death? You think that's a rude question? But you think she was trying to be funny? Even if she was, I mean, I don't really, I don't really, but yeah, yeah. People, I don't know. It'd be a lot of strange stuff going on in my life, but it's all part of the plan, though, y'all. Even on live, when people come on here asking these strange questions and stuff like that, it's all part of the plan because it's a lot of strange things going on in my life. But it's all part of the plan, though. It's all part of the plan, man. You know, because you see, when you really out here, when you really was destined to do God's work, and all those things of nature. Trust me, man. They watching. They watching, man. If you know, you know, man. They watching, and they gonna always be watching. And if you know, you know, man. I ain't giving nobody no clout, but I know they watching right now. I know they watching right now, man. For sure, Ben. For sure, man. And if you know, you know. But it's all good though, cause just as much as they think they watching me, they being watched. You know. So it's all good, man. Mason, what's up, man? Hopefully all is well. Hopefully all is well, man. Hopefully you doing what you gotta do to get right with the Most High, man. You know. My day good, man. My day been good, man. My day been good. I woke up today, so I'm very satisfied. You know. How about you though? How about you? Let me know. How about you? Hopefully all is well. No, for sure. You gotta stay confident. You gotta stay confident in yourself always. You know. That's good. That's what's up. I appreciate that love, y'all. I appreciate that love for sure, man. Kaylee, you still up in here? Let me know. You still up in here? Where you from? Let me know. Mason, you from Nevada? That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. I'm from Illinois. I'm from Illinois, man. Are you from Ohio? Mm. Derek, you say you from Florida? That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that love too, Ben. I appreciate that love. Yeah, I remember you. I remember you, Derek. I think it's somebody. I think it was somebody else named Derek too that had came up in here too. But I'm pretty sure. I think you was that Derek though. I'm pretty sure you was that Derek. Not right now. More like just Frost. More like just Frost. It did snow like a couple days ago though. You said what is my favorite game? I don't really got a favorite game, man. Like I said, ever since I gave my life to Christ, y'all, I've been just chilling, watching what I consume and watching what I'm eating, doing just being more observant of how I'm living my life. Ever since I truly gave my life to Christ, I've just been being aware, being very aware, you know, of everything that I'm doing. So I don't even play the game like that no more, y'all. I'll be chilling, man. Like I say, the game is just once again, y'all. These worldly things, these games, these sports, the NBA, football, NFL, soccer, all these things, the government, the news, TV shows, all these things are just distractions to keep y'all from what's coming to this world. All of them are just distractions, y'all. These celebrities and most of them, they all just distractions, y'all. And once y'all truly understand that, y'all, man, and I ain't even gonna say once y'all truly understand it, but if you know, you know. But there's so much more coming to this world that y'all need to be worried about, other than games and females and males and just anything of this world. There's so much coming that y'all need to be prepared for. But ain't nobody talking about that. Ain't none of these celebrities talking about these wars that's about to break out. Ain't none of these celebrities talking about how people are about to be starving in the near future. Ain't nobody talking about how, the mark of the beast is coming, and if you don't take that mark, you gonna die. Ain't nobody talking about none of that. Ain't nobody talking about none of that, you know. But like I say, man, that's why it's up to you to choose whether you gonna seek Christ now and understand the kind of world we living in, or you gonna keep playing the game. You're gonna keep living for the matrix, and when it hit the fan, you're gonna be one of those ones that's crying out, God help me, but it's too late, you know. Respectfully though. Respectfully. Yeah, I remember you for sure. And I'm dead serious, man. Like I say, man, man, that's why I say, man, people just truly need to get right with Christ before it get too late. Cause once it's too late, it's too late, you know. But once again, me personally, I understand that everything is destiny. So I understand that whoever's meant to get their life together with Christ will get their life together with Christ, and whoever ain't just ain't meant that just ain't how it's supposed to go for them. And I understand that. So that's why I say I'm just glad I'm here doing what I'm doing. I'm glad I gave my life to Christ fully, because a lot of people ain't meant to give their life to Christ. A lot of people is destined for hell. Once again, a lot of people destined for hell. It's already written in stone who going to hell and who going to heaven. Little do people know, but you know, that's why I say that's why I'm here, just trying my best to point people towards Christ, regardless if I am answering unnecessary questions. Y'all see, I'm always throwing. Hopefully, you getting your life together with Christ before it's too late, cause I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. But and yeah, I remember you though. I remember you though, for sure, Elisha. Elisha, I remember you for sure. I appreciate you for tapping back in. Kelly, you say, hey man, like I say, you never know what God got for me in the near future, man. Like I say, I'm just, getting. I guess I'm just getting better at what I do every day, and I wouldn't even say I'm getting better, but I'm here doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now, y'all. Like I say, even though I'm saying what I'm saying, and I'm not using, these Bible verses to back up what I'm saying, so I can have proof about what I'm saying. But a lot of even if I was to come spitting Bible verses behind what I'm saying, it's still not gonna change whether you gonna give your life to Christ or not. So once again, once you understand destiny is destiny, it is what it is, you know. But hopefully, it is in my near future to start adding these Bible verses as backup for what I'm saying, you know. But like I say, when you truly understand, you know what I'm saying. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth, whether you want to believe it or not. And even if, like I say, it don't happen this year or the next year or the year after that, it will happen. But I'm just glad I'm here doing what I'm doing. You know, I still love you. I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day. I'm here chilling. Ain't got too much going on, like always. And I know y'all, sometimes I can't really get out what I'm trying to say, how I'm trying to say it. But like I say, when you understand though, Cause sometimes me saying what I'm saying, I know sometimes it could sound kind of confusing, but when you know though. When you know. And that's why I say I'm grateful for the people who actually try their best to read through what I'm saying and understand what I'm saying, even if I don't get it out how I'm supposed to get it out. You know, if you know, you know. I'm 21. The Bible verse in my bio, Matthew chapter 6, verse 33: Seek first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and everything shall be added into you. Vibes, what's up, man? What's up? I hope all is well, man. Peace and blessings to you for tapping in, man. Hopefully you're doing what you gotta do to get right with the Most High before it's too late. Cause once again, y'all, tomorrow's not promised to none of us. You know. But God willing, we all make it into the next present, though. But like I say, man, don't waste this. Don't waste y'all time that God is giving y'all on this earth to keep living in sin and living for Satan. Cause, like I say, a lot of people on their way to hell, man. No, for sure. For sure. God is good, man. God is very good, man. But I'm low key finna go ahead and get up out y'all way, man. Like I say though, I always appreciate everybody who come in here and show me love, and hit the like button, subscribe and all those beautiful things of nature. Cause once again, y'all don't have to, but y'all choosing to. So very grateful, very grateful. And like I always say, man, hopefully y'all doing what y'all gotta do to get right with the Most High before it's too late. And yeah, even if you haven't, still be out here doing right by people. And even if they ain't doing right by you, but I would recommend you give your life to Christ tonight. Because once again, tomorrow's not promised to none of us. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I definitely do. Hopefully, everybody have a great grand rising, great night, great evening, wherever you are in the world, whenever you watching this video. And I'll see you on the next one, man. I appreciate y'all. God bless.